traps them inside an endless cycle of evolution, where every death simply sends them back to the beginning. But beneath all the comedy, the story is actually hiding one of the darkest ideas Rick and Morty has explored in years. Because this isn't just about reincarnation, it's about an entire ecosystem built on endless suffering. It all begins when Rick and Morty arrive on a strange planet covered in massive vegetation. Rick is searching for an incredibly rare sap that can only be harvested from a gigantic tree. Without giving it much thought, he swings his sword at the trunk, convinced that one clean strike will be enough to get what he came for. The tree reacts instantly. Its enormous branches wrap around Rick and Morty before they have any chance to escape, making it clear that it doesn't see them as harmless visitors. To the tree, they're everything that's wrong with space travelers, beings who roam the universe, invading ecosystems, spreading diseases, and disrupting the natural balance of entire worlds. And honestly, the tree has a point. Looking back at Rick's history, he's wiped out entire civilizations, doomed whole planets, and even caused universes to collapse because of his own experiments. For the first time in a long while, someone is judging Rick for exactly that track record, which is actually pretty unusual for this series. Then something completely unexpected happens. As if they've stepped into an upside-down world, they fall into a lake and suddenly find themselves transformed into tiny amoebas. It turns out Rick had tried this sap before and claimed it was the greatest trip he'd ever experienced. The problem is that now they're both trapped as microscopic organisms.
What the fuck's going on?
I'm in the same position you are, but I can guess that those roots extracted the biological data we think of as our minds and reincarnated us as amoeba.
How do we get our old bodies back?
Well, that's the wrong question, but it's the one all new cellmates ask. Cellmates, we use humor to stay sane in this place. Yes, sir, many folks have tried to raid this planet. It ended up down here. Growth and rebirth, the ball and chain around our ankles. In here, a man can truly change. But don't mistake that for freedom. Give me your cytoplasm, you left-head motherfucker!
Oh, shit.
It doesn't take long before Rick and Morty are killed by other amoebas. But that's far from the end of their suffering, because every time they die, they start all over again from the very beginning. Luckily, they hadn't made much progress yet.
Try not to die, Morty.
Hello, my delicious friends.
He's multicellular now!
Back for another helping.
On campus piece of shit! Prison rules, Morty. Get to the top of the food chain or you're someone's dinner. Get in here. We need the nutrients.
Oh, it's like salty tapioca.
If this place is dumb enough to let us manipulate our DNA, Morty, then we'll just evolve our way out. First step is fins.
From that point on, they're thrown into a bizarre cycle of evolution. They begin by reproducing through mitosis, and as time passes, they evolve from amoebas into fish, and eventually into creatures capable of crawling onto land and breathing air. Rick figures out that the reincarnation field must be located beneath the roots of the very tree that dragged them into this place. If they can reach that spot, they'll be able to break back to the surface and finally escape the endless cycle of reincarnation.
God damn it, Morty. You're a lungfish. Use your lungs.
Dang. Yeah, drown kill.
Sorry.
You know how much willpower it takes to drown yourself?
Ooh, what do you want to try next?
I got 8 words for you. Legs.
Their next evolution turns them into spiders, but they quickly discover that surviving as one isn't exactly easy after ending up trapped in a web. After dying once again, they're reborn as birds. Even though they can now fly, they still can't reach the top of the tree. And before they can come up with another plan, the tree's own roots kill them yet again. After dying over and over, they continue evolving into different species, each one better suited for climbing the enormous tree. Eventually, they become apes. Rick and Morty approach a troop of gorillas. Rick has been sharpening a wooden spear for quite some time, and he uses it to wipe out every gorilla in sight, hoping to claim the role of alpha. Unfortunately, during the fight, one of the gorillas accidentally falls on Morty, crushing him to death.
I'm doing this for both of us. I'll find you when I find you.
Dang.
Guess he really did bail on me.
You lost, son?
Oh, hey, please don't kill me for my cytoplasm.
Oh, child. You've been trapped in the cycle of violence too
God,
long.
Morty.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. tired of fighting all the time.
Mm-hmm. I've seen countless souls waste a billion lifetimes trying to bust out of here. But you can't fight the cycle, son. You gotta submit to it. Serve nature.
Is this where you kill me?
Oh, you are traumatized.
Oh, you are traumatized. That's wild.
Meanwhile, Morty reincarnates alongside a group of bees. They spend their days pollinating flowers, and for the first time, Morty feels like he's actually doing something meaningful. Most of the others were once conquerors who invaded planets, and they openly admit they weren't good people. Now they believe that by helping sustain life, they might finally earn redemption and escape this place. But their hope is short-lived when a massive gorilla destroys their hive, killing every last one of them.
On to the next one. Every cycle evolves us closer to parole.
Meanwhile, Rick has
is a
become
really
the
interesting
undisputed
concept.
alpha of every species
Yeah,
on the
see
planet.
this episode.
He builds a massive fortress
Nice,
around
love
the
them.
tree's roots and launches an experiment, sending wave
Okay,
after wave of
whatever.
followers to climb the tree while collecting data on every obstacle and every deadly hazard. One after another, they die in the attempt. And when the results go nowhere, Rick starts trying different approaches. First, he attempts to cut through the roots, but the tree catches on and retaliates by killing several of his followers. Then he tries burning the roots instead, only for the tree to summon a torrential rainstorm that puts out the flames and once again crushes any hope of escape. At the same time, Morty continues traveling with his new friends, choosing to reincarnate into the kinds of creatures no one would normally pick. They return as clams, fish, worms, turtles, and other peaceful animals that simply play their role in the planet's natural balance. But the endless cycle slowly takes its toll on Morty, and after living countless lives, he finally decides to leave the group behind and forge his own path. Morty's strategy is surprisingly simple. He chooses to become nothing more than a patch of moss. From there, he evolves into algae and slowly spreads across the landscape as vegetation. As the years pass, he transforms into plants, trees, and fruit, expanding farther and farther until he finally reaches the spot beneath the Guardian Tree, where Rick built his base of operations. From there, he keeps growing until one of his roots breaks through to the surface, emerging as a small tree. The Guardian notices him immediately, but instead of congratulating him or granting him freedom, Morty uncovers the horrifying truth. There was never a lesson to learn or a trial to overcome. Every creature absorbed by the Guardian Tree exists for one purpose only: to become fertilizer and keep it alive. Without hesitation, the tree strikes Morty and hurls him back into the depths of its roots. After witnessing what happened, Rick decides to sacrifice himself as well. He willingly dies so he can reunite with Morty once again in their amoeba forms.
I saw everything, buddy. You beat the system, then the system beat back.
He's evil, Rick. He's feeding off the cycle of
Evil
death.
Rick.
We're all just mulch.
Damn, pretty diabolical tree.
I don't want to be mulch. I want to go home. We have to stop killing each other.
We will, buddy. No more death now. That's what feeds the tree.
Now that they know the truth, Rick reincarnates as a caveman, while Morty becomes a tree once again. Their new plan is to gather every creature trapped by the Guardian Tree and shelter them all in one place. If no one dies anymore, the tree will lose the source of nourishment it depends on, eventually wither away. Little by little, every creature agrees to join the plan. Morty begins to bloom, producing vegetation, fruit, and every kind of food needed to support the growing civilization, allowing everyone to survive without killing one another. The community flourishes so quickly that Rick even ends up officiating the wedding of 2 of its inhabitants. As the deaths come to a halt, the Guardian Tree begins to dry out. The same thing starts happening on the surface, and curious about what's causing it, the tree descends through one of its massive roots to investigate. When it arrives, it finds the area completely deserted and concludes that everyone must be hiding inside a giant boulder. The moment it moves in to inspect it, every creature, led by Rick, bursts out of hiding and showers the Guardian with spears, preventing it from climbing back to the surface. The Guardian Tree has grown so weak that it can no longer break free or control its roots to defend itself, leaving it completely at the mercy of the very creatures it once preyed upon. With one final push, they manage to pull the enormous root until it finally snaps. The Guardian Tree has become so dry and brittle that it gives way, opening a massive hole that reveals the surface for the first time.
Doesn't anybody hate anybody anymore? Hey, birds, don't snakes always eat your eggs?
Don't fall for that.
Come on, someone's gotta have a grudge. No, I'm dying. Plants.
After the Guardian Tree dies, everyone assumes they'll automatically regain their original bodies. But Rick explains that was never going to happen. All they have to do is close their eyes and genuinely wish to return, because that's the real way to reclaim the bodies they originally had.
I don't feel anything. Is it happening?
Oh, it totally is. You gotta keep those eyes tight, though.
You sound farther away.
Oh, my leaf became a hand. It's working.
Hope that happens to me.
Oh my god.
Interesting how it happened to them first.
Without waiting for anyone else, Rick and Morty leave the other creatures behind, still trapped in the forms they took on in that strange world. Once they make it back to Earth, Rick uses his lab to restore both of them to normal. Not long afterward, they run into Summer, who's quietly reading a biology textbook, completely unaware of everything they've just been through. In the post-credit scene, Rick visits a space restaurant and gets quite a surprise when he runs into one of the creatures they left behind. Apparently, they also managed to escape and recover their original bodies.
Thanks, hon.
This might sound crazy, but do you know who I think I just saw?
Was it the old man and boy who saved us from prison but also left us trapped in our animal bodies?
Please fucking step on my story!
You got something up there? Something found. Not bootleg, wink wink. What is happening right now?
Alright. It's like you gotta do this more now. What the fuck happened?
Foot Locker's been putting on for quite some years. You give it a break.
I mean, yeah, it's been around for a hot minute now. There we go.
I need my guitar.
There we go.
This ain't gonna do, man. I don't like being trapped back here, bro.
It's so
I don't like it. I need my guitar. you're one click away.
Oh, damn.
Come to me. Yes, thank you. You're only a click away. A lot of clicking, a lot of typing.
What? How do you know I got so good? What are you talking about?
It seems like... Okay, there we go. Oh, but we can't. They can't watch it with us. I don't know.
You want to sign into your thing over here?
Who? You said do what now?
Streamlabs.
You have Streamlabs?
Yes.
I don't know, man. You gotta have this connected to it, which needs a software. Yeah, everything needs.
Well, let me see something right quick. Let me see your computer right quick.
Yep. Feel free.
YouTube TV.youtube.com. YouTube TV, pretty much.
TV.youtube.com? Is this what you're talking
I'm gonna sign it. Use another account. Oh wait, I'm doing this all on stream, huh? I can see that off to the side. I'm not even putting any information for real.
Oh my goodness. I thought we were